My name is Deryk, creator of Street Champs. We are the #1 Colorado hip-hop podcasting network.
Turn this shit up, Sean.
So what's interesting about today, so I am recording, by the way. What's interesting about today is I did not prep any questions. I have been in a studio session all day, but I also didn't prep because I think that you are a little bit more dynamic than most guests. You kind of know your way on a camera. So, I want to give you a platform. Introduce yourself to people who have never heard of you, don't know anything about what you do.
So we're going for real?
Yep.
Alright. Alright, can you repeat? So just introduce myself. All right.
Just intro, yeah.
Right.
All you.
Which camera? What's the main camera?
Both.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll look at you.
Me, yo.
Alright. My name is Deryk. I am the creator of Street Champs. I like to say that we are the #1 Colorado hip-hop podcasting network. We have a bunch of shows under the Street Champs name. And yeah, I'm excited to be here, man. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Thank you for coming, bro.
It's going to be dope.
Means a lot to me.
Yeah.
I think that the #1 thing I can imagine the #1 thing that you faced is your visibility creates this allure in people that they think that they need to be next to you, or your channel is going to help create whatever they want. And I've been around enough people who are either famous or rich and the rest of them aren't, that I know that that's not how it works. Why does this work so well for you and your team?
I think for that, you kind of got to go to like the beginning.
Okay.
If you're making any videos or any music or whatever, really any media type thing, to strictly make money, like you're fucked off rip, because you're gonna look at people sideways. You're gonna ruin good friendships, which everyone goes through that. I've definitely lost a lot of friends doing it, but I think what works so well with us is that we're all friends at the end of the day, just hanging out, and I could easily call anybody on the show and be like, I want to go have fun with you. I want to go get a beer, get something to eat, but I also have something serious to tell you, and I'm not scared of what they'll do, because we spend genuine time with each other every week, hours and hours, and you just start to build a rapport, and what pushes people's buttons, and eventually with me. Yeah, I know. I don't know. I guess I would be the leader.
Mm-hmm.
You start to learn where to draw the line. You just you always want to treat someone right, and treating someone right sometimes means conceding, and losing.
Mm-hmm.
Or not having the last word, or not being as petty or as mean as they are.
And that's a leadership skill too. I think I can tell by how you said it, you didn't really plan to be the leader.
Mm-hmm.
It just sort of happened for you, and I understand that 100%. What are some other pitfalls that you've fallen into besides building a team on the media game that might have been a struggle in the beginning?
Some pitfalls for sure was alcohol.
Oh,
Fucking I still drink per se,
Right.
but I don't drink like I was drinking.
got it.
I was getting drunk or blackout 4 times a week.
Yeah.
And again, it was because it's a social thing, and at first I don't know how old you are. I'm 28.
28.
So I'm right on. So at first I grew up I thought I was gonna have a regular job, but now I really enjoy media. But I thought I was gonna do the 9 to 5, be a graphic designer for I don't know, whatever company. So I was enjoying beers, like any other, college kid in my 20s. And then at some point, when your life, I'm trying to go to concerts every weekend. I'm trying to meet famous people. I'm trying to, make friends and connections. And that sometimes, happens late at night,
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
everyone's drinking.
Style.
And then it's at some point, you become the instigator for the party.
Totally.
When in reality, Street Champs is meant to have fun. I don't want it to be, we're just coming here to get fucking drunk and make fools of ourselves on camera.
Yeah.
So alcohol was for sure something. I'm still learning,
Yeah.
how to have a healthy relationship with it. But I definitely have cut out drinking a lot.
And that's not just the media pitfall, right? Like, that's a pitfall for all people. Men, women, black, white, brown, no matter who you are, what you are. Alcohol is one of the scariest containers for disaster. It's not necessarily the alcohol is the problem, but the way we let ourselves slip or let things happen around us or act towards people.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like,
exactly. The acting towards people, like I would catch myself, like, regretting saying shit to people, you know, if, like, I'm not, like, an argumentative person, but at some point in my life, like, I felt like, sadly, like, I fucking, like, I felt like smarter than some people, you know, and they shouldn't feel like that.
Yes.
You know, you don't want to treat your friends like you're smarter than them, because that's not a good relationship.
Yeah.
So, like, with alcohol, it just kind of makes you just say stupid shit you don't even mean, you know, and that was a problem. Waking up and being like, dang, I should have said that to my friend.
Well, it's good for you to wake up and realize it. You know, a lot of people realize that in their 60s when their friends are already dead and gone or have cut them off for 40 years and whatever. So that's what's up, man.
Yeah, and I didn't want to be that person, you know, that's like, oh, I can't even have a drink around this person without them not knowing when to stop or being a dick.
Yeah.
You know, that's a shitty person to be around.
And, you know, not to get too personal with anything here, but you take it home too, right? Or like into your relationship with your woman, or not just friends, right? But I have a kid, you know, I got my kid's almost 11. And
oh wow.
Alcohol's never been my vice, but when she was born, honestly, I was into like party drugs, and specifically it was like LSD. So like my life was like getting deeper and deeper because I was high all the time, and because I was a new parent.
Oh wow.
And you have to kind of choose a struggle at that point. You know what I mean? Doing
LSD a bunch, man. That's gonna freaking rock you.
17, had a baby, and was just fucked up the whole time.
How many times a week were you doing LSD?
Up to 3. Yeah.
That's crazy.
And I was still going to school and shit too. So like, and it was the same thing like you said. Like you just think you're smarter than everyone at some degree, and you're really just
you're not
an idiot.
Yeah. Like it's. I think everyone has to have that, like, I don't want to call it like an ego death, but you just grow up and you just learn, like, yeah, you might be smarter than me at something, but like they're smarter at you than something, and you just gotta treat everyone, you know, just have a good time in life, man.
Everyone plays their role well when you're comfortable in yourself. You know what I mean? Yeah.